Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of A Healthy Dose of Fran. Today, the Avatar returns in a new theory video looking at something that I believe hasn't often been explored. Chi blocking, or in particular, Chi blockers, and the organisation that we are introduced to in Legend of Korra. Now this organisation, we don't really know much about them or how they came about or who created them. Was it Amon or was it someone else entirely? And that's where my theory comes in, because I believe that it was in fact the Kyoshi Warriors who created the Chi blockers. Now, the Chi blockers that we are introduced to in Legend of Korra are part of a highly organised group of Chi blockers who train in secret organisations to learn this ability and use it to their advantage against benders. Now, the only other Chi blocker that we have ever seen in the Avatar series is Ty Lee, who was probably one of the most proficient members of the Chi blocking society. And yes, I'm calling it the Chi blocking society because that's kind of what they end up being. They are a society, a community of Chi blockers, similar to that of earthbenders and firebenders. They have this ability to bend, in a way, the Chi in a person's body to stop their ability to bend. Now, Ty Lee is probably the strongest Chi blocker we are possibly ever introduced to, except for maybe Amon. And I'll get to the subject about Amon and Chi blocking in a future video because there's a lot of stuff I can talk about there. But by the end of the Avatar series, we don't see her involved as much with Chi blocking, having joined the Kyoshi Warriors to find a new organised group of girls and friends that she can be with and use her abilities to her advantage to protect other people. For example, her and the other Kyoshi Warriors go on to become part of Zuko's guard detail. And it's here that I believe that she begins to share her Chi blocking ability. All of the girls in the Kyoshi Warriors are non-benders. That doesn't mean that they don't have abilities, as we are proved to the fact throughout the series that the Kyoshi Warriors are probably one of the strongest warriors who are non-benders. They don't need bending. They are strong in and of themselves. But having a little bit more of an advantage never hurt anyone. And it's here that I believe Ty Lee began to teach them Chi blocking. Now, from what I know from the comic books, we don't actually see the other Kyoshi Warriors using Chi blocking. It could be that this doesn't happen in the comics yet. It may come down further in the line of the comic book series. But I think it will happen eventually because the logic there just makes sense. If one person has the ability to do something, surely they would teach others. And Ty Lee is definitely the sort of person who would want to help others. She just obviously did it in the wrong way in the past, but that was kind of more of Azula's fault, so can't really blame Ty Lee that much there. But if she did teach the Kyoshi Warriors how to use Chi blocking, the way in which the Kyoshi Warriors are a group of strong warrior women whose main motivation is to protect the innocent and those who cannot protect themselves, I believe that it's from here that they would begin to teach others the ability to block Chi, especially non-benders who have often been at the brunt of the force of benders and unable to protect themselves. Take Kyoshi Island, for example. They were attacked by Zuko and the other firebenders, and if the Kyoshi Warriors and Aang and the gang hadn't been there, they would have been in very serious trouble, and possibly may have even had some people die because they were unable to protect themselves against benders. Now, with the Kyoshi Warriors travelling across the world as Zuko's protection detail and to help protect others, I believe that they would have wanted to make sure those that they were leaving behind could protect themselves. So they would start with those on Kyoshi Island. They would teach them how to protect themselves with Chi blocking, because chi blocking can be used against benders and non-benders, as this example with soccer will show. In teaching them this ability that can protect them against anyone who wishes to cause them harm, I think will be something that they will continue to pass on to those that they meet across the world on their journeys and travels to protect the innocent. And surely those who have then learnt the ability will pass it on to others, and so on and so forth, till eventually an organisation that is taken over by someone who wishes to use chi blocking to their advantage. Cough, Amon, cough. Chi blocking would then be used in a negative way to help fight benders, not to protect oneself, but to attack the others, which is something that chi blocking was never meant to be used for. Yes, Ty Lee did do this originally when she was attacking the gang, but that was whilst under the thumb of Azula. Later on, her and the Kyoshi Warriors' main use for chi blocking was most likely to be as a final resort, or to help those who can't help themselves protect themselves, not to use in a war against benders, or in a war to bring out the anger in non-benders against the benders. But sadly, that is what chi blocking and the chi blocking community ended up doing. The Kyoshi Warriors are the greatest warriors and protectors that we've seen in Avatar, and that's why I believe it makes sense that they would teach chi blocking to those who need it, and of course wouldn't even consider that it would be used to a negative advantage. But either way, the Kyoshi Warriors are the original creators of the chi blocking community. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with me that it's likely that the Kyoshi Warriors created chi blocking communities, or do you think it may have been someone else? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, who's your favourite person from the Kyoshi Warriors, if you can even remember some of the other names except for the main two? Also, let me know in the comment section down below. In general, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you go to the description box down below, you'll find the links to my Instagram and my Patreon, where on Patreon you get early access to any and all of my videos, as well as have a say as to what comes out in future. Here on YouTube, however, if you guys aren't already subscribed, go to the button down below or click the one popping up here on screen. If you want to check out any of my previous Avatar discussions and theories, the playlist will be popping up here, and then something else for you guys will be popping up here. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.